next guest is a talented actor who you know from his work, and I Know What You Did Last Summer in the series Atlanta. He stars alongside Marlon Wayans in the new thriller Him, which is in theaters and IMAX now. Let's take a look. Please welcome to the show, Tyreek Withers, everybody. Please welcome. How are you?
I'm
Very
nervous.
exciting to have you here.
My knee backs are sweating.
Are you the backs of your knees?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
you'll be fine. You'll be fine. I heard before we get started and talking about all your great work that you actually have an invitation you want to extend to me due to my name.
Yeah. So, I'm an actor, but I'm also an agent for my friend Seth.
Okay.
He has a group chat. It's Special, Exquisite, Talented Humans.
Okay.
So it's a group chat, and your name has to be Seth to join this group chat.
So it's just a group chat of
Yeah.
people. The only connection is their name, Seth.
They don't know each other. They just send affirmations like, I'm proud of you, Seth. Keep going, Seth. So I'm in the process of changing my name to Seth.
Oh my God! Well, I would love to get in on this.
I'm gonna add you to the group chat as the most masculine, toughest Seth.
Thank you.
Yes.
That's wow. That's a sad-looking group of Seths. You're from Jacksonville, Florida, correct?
Jacksonville, Florida, Duval County, 904.
Okay.
But I'm Florida boy, not Florida man. There's
Okay, this is a very important distinction because Florida man is a certain kind of fella.
Yeah,
But that is
yeah,
not you.
yeah.
Like, we tried to pull a headline, just an example.
So if you Google your birthday and type in Florida man, there's a specific headline. It's crazy each time you look at it.
Gotcha. So Florida man accused of stealing gator from golf course threw it around to teach, quote, it a lesson.
Yep.
But this is not you.
No, that was me. That's actually my record. So.
You threw one around.
Yeah,
Did it?
because I went to Florida State. Seminoles, Gators. We don't really mess with UF. So shout out.
All right, gotcha.
Seminoles, baby. Yeah.
So you played football at Florida State University.
Well, played is like
Now-
stretch.
Well, I want to say, like, you say that, but you absolutely, there's two things. One, you definitely played for Florida State.
No. Go back to the other one. The funny thing about this is there's nobody in the stands because it's a warm-up.
Yeah. I will say the problem is both photos, it's very clear, not
it's very
during
clear.
actual games.
Yeah, it's a warm-up, so shout out to the 2016 team.
I mean, you certainly, you look like, obviously you look great in the uniform, and you were on a team that won the Orange Bowl. So you actually have, this looks like a guy who played in the game.
That's the cleanest uniform. So.
Have your football buddies reached out about the fact that you're an accomplished actor now?
Yeah, accomplished. We're still working that out.
Gotcha.
But I'm supposed to go back to the Miami versus Florida State game on October 4th.
That's very exciting.
We're having a great year.
That's fantastic.
Great year. So yeah, they've reached out, and some people want to get into the mix with acting. So maybe we can do something.
It certainly must have helped to have that football background when they were looking for somebody to play this role in Him. This is sort of a psychological / thriller / horror movie about sort of an up-and-coming quarterback. Did you draw on your experiences when you were playing this character?
Yeah, so originally I was in Serbia and Montenegro when I was auditioning for this movie. They reached out, so it was all through Zoom, and they were like, "Can you throw a football?" And I did what any actor would do. It's like, "Yeah, I can throw a football," because I played wide receiver, so that's a big difference.
Yeah. And they don't want to hear you be like, I can catch one.
I can catch one. So, the director I was working with in Serbia shot a highlight tape of me throwing a football, and it was deflated, so it was Deflategate. It was that moment. But it took like a week to find an American football in Europe. It's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough. So, I drew exactly on that experience, the discipline, the perfectionism, the persistence, and, the crazy coaches you deal with. when I told the story. So yeah, I really tapped into my former athlete.
And you got your co-star is Marlon Wayans.
Yes.
And he sort of plays one of these crazy the person who pushes you to your limits, I think, without giving too much away.
Exactly.
And how was your experience working with Marlon?
Oh, Marlon, he is the most untethered, funny person.
Yeah.
You didn't know what you'd get on set. And it was always me trying to keep up with him, you know, both like acting-wise and financially. You know, there's this one, I haven't told this story. It was, I threw like a get-together at my house before the movie started. And, you know, it was potluck style. You know, it's financially sound.
Of course.
Bring this, bring that. I brought the house, and I didn't vet the grill master. The grill master, I didn't really think about it.
Sure.
And so he threw unclean chicken on the grill.
Oh no.
And so nobody ate the chicken.
Oh my God.
But Marlon was out of town at the time because he was doing some stand-up, and you know he heard about it and got a little jealous. And so he threw his own function at his house that was 5 times bigger than mine, and he paid for everything. It was, and then the funny thing about that, he printed a cutout of me and him, and my cutout was significantly smaller than his. So size is not to scale. So
Is it true you sort of ducked out of a football practice once to audition for a play?
Oh, yes.
And was this high school or college?
Yes. So this was in college.
Okay.
On the same team, and I skipped practice to go audition for the first ever Black Student Union play.
That's very exciting.
At Florida State, and I turned in. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm nervous. Somebody told me to like picture you all naked, and it's just getting worse.
Yeah.
I'm like not looking that way.
What was your audition like?
So I turned a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air scene into a monologue.
And okay.
Yeah. So it was the one where Will is upset about his father, and then. I mean, I know a few lines from it.
I think we'd all love to see a dramatic reading. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
All right. So it's been some years. So how did it go? It went, here we go. I went on my first date without him. I learned how to drive. I learned how to shave. I learned how to fight without him. I had 14 great birthdays without him, and he never sent me a damn birthday card. To hell with him!
I mean, move over, Will Smith. You guys, this is Tyreek Withers. Him in the theaters, and I'm Max. We'll be right back.